Oyaka Hanana Iyo. It's the meat event, Meat Boy, and we got an OG, an absolute legend, the Korean Zombie, taking on Max Holloway in this one, and it's the headliner for UFC Singapore, and one that is definitely kind of a fan favorite banger. It's kind of a fight that you wouldn't have anticipated the UFC making, but when it does go down in this meat event, I think it's going to make sense because this is going to be a fan favorite, absolute banger between these two guys. And Korean Zombie, when we saw him most recently, it was kind of rough, right? Alexander Volkanovski just made super easy light work. It was a featherweight championship opportunity for the Zombie, but he got stopped in the fourth round. He ate a Shane Burgos level of punches in that one, and it was an accumulation of strikes that I thought was a little bit concerning for Zombie. So I'm glad that he was able to be on the sidelines for the past year plus, really sort of rehydrate the brain, get himself ready for what's likely going to be a very striking heavy volume attack coming his way from Max Holloway. But if we remember, Zombie was on he had a nice little win before that title shot, took out Dan 50K Ige, finished Frankie Edgar, finished Renato Moicano in two performance of the night bonuses before that. Did lose to Ortega, but it's not like we haven't seen some good things from Zombie in the last few years. But he's taking on Max Holloway, and we know what happened when Volkanovski and Holloway fought in their most recent title fight. It was the third iteration of their installment, and the first couple were very close. The third version was not that close, right? It was, of the three, the most lopsided, and one where Volkanovski kind of did dominate. But the last time we saw Holloway was in April this year. It was against Arnold Allen, and a fight where a lot of people were picking Arnold Allen. He was a slight underdog, but Max Holloway kind of reminded everyone that, yes, I did just get smoked by Volkanovski most recently, but I'm still the 1B of this featherweight division, and he really kind of humbled and sent Arnold Allen back a few steps and reminded everyone that he's still here. So in this one, Meat Boy, do you anticipate Max Holloway just running through Korean Zombie and this being just one-way traffic, or could this fight be a little bit closer than some are anticipating? And maybe are you even picking Zombie? Who are you going with?
You know, it's pretty crazy to see Tapology being 97% this bullish on Holloway. I mean, no respect for Korean Zombie. I mean, I could totally see a world where Korean Zombie wins this, pulls the upset, maybe even is the first person to finish Max Holloway. There's only so much Shane Burgos Max Holloway can handle till eventually he cracks like the rest of them. He's 31, but he looks like, and everyone feels like he's 41. How much longer can Max keep this up with getting hit in the head so much by all these fights? I think he's going to win. I think Max is still going to win, but I'm not 97% confident. I'm more like 65, 70% confident, but I like him to win this. I hope he wins this. I'm a big Max Holloway fan. I have a lot of cards, so that'd be very nice if he won, but it will not surprise me if he loses. I'm hoping Max wins by decision, most likely, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I can see that for sure, and I totally understand where your head is at, right? 97% of Tapology's roll with Max Holloway, about 69% of it is Brown for that KO TKO, and only 3% his friends and family are rolling with the Korean Zombie, and those Tapology metrics sort of mirror what Vegas sees this fight as, minus 850 for Max Holloway, plus 520 for Zombie, and to me that just seems kind of crazy. Like, minus 850, yes. Max Holloway should get this fight. He should win this fight. I'm obviously going to pick him, but the odds seem a little bit disrespectful, especially just given all of the toughness and the intangibles that Korean Zombie brings to this contest. I mean, he's fighting in Singapore. He's coming into this rejuvenated, wanting to remind everyone, just like Max Holloway did against Arnold Allen recently, that, hey, yo, I too, the Zombie, still have something to offer. So I think that the odds are a little bit crazy in this one, but is there any sort of value for Max Holloway? Obviously, maybe not at money line, but do you see any props? Are you going to be inspecting anything on the Blessed Express that might be dink worthy?
100%. I think the Bus Express will have great props. Decision or KO, one of those are going to be absolutely juicy, and whichever one's juicier, I'm taking because I could see either one. But yeah, so I'm very excited for those. I think there's going to be very good props uh, on this fight, but on the money line, I'm avoiding it completely. I will be writing prompts over, under, or specific finishes or decisions. So I think Max gets it done, but we shall see how the props look to see if I'm going to personally touch. But I'm excited for this fight. This is going to be a very good fight.
Yeah, I buy that for sure. And I mean, gosh, worst case scenario, if there isn't any value, then for once you can just sit out and enjoy a fight as a traditional fight fan. And if so, without any Aki, it's still going to be fire because this is the Korean Zombie taking on Max Holloway, two absolute legends, two OGs, and you got to imagine they're going to come to stand and bang and absolutely throw down. But for the pick's sake, for Meat Boy, I'm taking Holloway. I'm going to take him by decision. I kind of see this one playing out similar to the Arnold Allen fight where I believe he won 49-46 on two judges' scorecards, maybe 48-47 on one of them. But I anticipate maybe the Zombie wins one round, but it's going to be a 4-1 shellacking for Max Holloway over Jung. But hey, you never know. Korean Zombie's as tough as they come, and if we're filming next week talking about how Zombie got this done, to me it wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world. But for me, boy, taking Max Holloway by decision. Any last thoughts?
No, 100% agree with you right there. Now, throw in the comments who you taking. Why is Korea Zombie going to get the upset? Or is Max Holloway still the GOAT and coming back for that belt?